Out of the dark silence, before the world was formed, the Godhead roamed about, mighty, brave, and strong. And God had a thought of mankind, and he whispered it to his Son. Then Jesus began creating, and life had just begun. The Spirit with his power gave life to the spoken word, and darkness, which was about so long, gave birth and could be heard. The sound of lightning flashed through the sky, the moon and stars were hung. Mountains pushed through the earth below and pointed to the sun. A tapestry of green was laid, it was pleasing to his eye. The flowers bloomed and covered the earth, the sun was warm and dry. It looked so sweet and peaceful, but no movement was in place. God said to the mighty Godhead, "Let's multiply the earth." So they spoke the thoughts of the Master, Jesus led the word. And from the ground he formed his child, as mankind had given birth. As he stood and looked upon his child, an image of himself, he bent and placed upon his mouth the kiss of life itself. Adam woke with a stir and looked upon his face. His tears fell down on his cheek and beheld amazing grace. They walked in perfect harmony, but God could sense inside that something was still missing, so he gave to him a bride. A gentle sleep he gave him in a bed of fallen leaves, and from his rib which he took out, God created Eve. Now his child was happy, as they lived in perfect peace, but lurking in the darkness was a serpent that would deceive. He tempted her with the thought that she could disobey and have the power of the Lord on that very day. So she called upon her husband, who listened to her case, and from that moment mankind fell and had to leave this place. How sad for God to see this, his child had fallen from grace, and from that day the curse was set, we could never see his face. But in his mercy, God provided, as only God could do, another plan to save his children and to make mankind brand new. And our Jesus took the challenge, and he stood and took our place. The sin which he had never done, he paid for the human race. He took our sins upon him, our sickness and disease. It hung upon the cross with him, if we would just believe. And with this act of eternal love, Jesus paid the price, so we could live in heaven because of his sacrifice. He only asked one thing from us, after all that he has done, that we would accept the sacrifice of his precious holy Son. For it is not from anything we do that will lead us to God's grace, but what the Son sacrificed for us when he lovingly took our place.